this game only to be played by equal numbers of men and women.
I don't think it would matter if you had like 3 women and 2 guys, but you need to have at least 2 of each to play it properly.
Oh, so the team's lopsided.
Yeah.
An extra girl to make it fair.
Fuck off. Oh, I'm already annoyed.
Hi, you find me editing the video that you're about to watch. You can probably hear the gentle hum of a hard drive in the background. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please give it a like and subscribe. I just wanted to quickly put this message at the top of the video because the video involves me and my wife, a cisgender couple, playing a game that is all about gender and has quite a binary, sort of stereotypical, traditional idea of gender, and we just wanted to make it clear at the start that we are sort of laughing at it, not with it, and just for the avoidance of any doubt, we think that gender stereotypes are all a bit silly. You can like what you like and still be a woman or a man, it doesn't matter. Also, trans women are women, trans men are men, gender fluid and non-binary are equally valid as well, and so we just want to make it clear that's where we stand. All there is to do now is to play Gender Wars and find out whether or not it will destroy my marriage. Hello, I'm Chris Chopping. This is my wife, Ellie Chopping.
Hello.
I'm a man.
Yeah.
And my wife is a woman.
Usually.
So as you can probably imagine, we're locked in a sort of eternal battle of the sexes. That's how our marriage works.
That's how that works, yeah.
But with it being Christmas, as you'll know from EastEnders, any married couple, that battle of the sexes kind of descends, doesn't it, into all-out gender war.
Yeah.
And so we're going to do that today with the help of a card game.
Card game is Gender Wars. Chris doesn't know the rules and hasn't played this at all, has never seen it before. It's actually my game, but I don't want you to assume that means that I condone this game. I don't. I think I tried to play it once, probably about 8 years ago, and hated it. I think actually it was like boxed up ready to be given to charity, and it sort of, while we've been sorting out nursery, I came across it and I was just like, that'll be fun.
That was Ellie, by the way, crowbarring in the fact that she's pregnant.
Because I don't want people to just think I'm fat.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No.
There's nothing wrong carrying a few extra pounds, but you're a bit self-conscious about your unusually. So I don't think it really.
I feel like a tent.
No, I think she looks good, but yes. So that's why she was mentioning that. But yeah, I sort of found this game that she was going to throw away, and I said, no, we must play this at Christmas.
Yeah. But I couldn't remember how it was played. I forgot that it was only a 4-player game anyway. So I've just had a glance back at the rules, realised it's a 4-player game.
So we're going to have to figure out a way between us that we can play this 4-player game because even though we are locked in a gender war, we are sort of helping each other out just at this start bit to figure out, sort of arms across the barricades, just figuring out how we can. It's like
I will take no prisoners once I'm playing, because
it's
although
like
the game
out of the trenches for a game of football, but minutes from now we're going to be shooting at each other again.
I bet in that game of football though, both teams were really fucking trying to win though.
Ellie doesn't know about football because she's a girl. It was known as a friendly.
Yeah, you still try and win, and if you're like having a friendly against people that you've literally been shooting at and have been shooting at you, you want to win, don't you?
I wouldn't know about that, Ellie, but what I will tell you is the offside rule is if
he doesn't know what the offside rule is.
If someone passes to you and there's no other sort of German player between you and no man's land, then you get shot. So do watch for that.
And literally looking at the instruction booklet has already pissed me off because it says how to play. In this age of equality, obviously the girls should go first. And I'm like,
that's what equality is.
You've pissed me off. Obviously, there's pink cards for girls and there's blue cards for boys. So basically, there'll be like questions that are girl questions and questions that are boy questions. Now, the way the game's supposed to work is...
Okay, sorry to interrupt you there, Ellie, but we did take about 5 minutes to explain the rules of how we were going to play this game, and that's really about 4.5 minutes too many, so I'm just going to speed things along with a graphic instead. Players take it in turns to read topics from the cards that match their gender. Ellie reads girl topics, Chris reads boy topics. The other player has to guess the 5 things from that topic that are printed on the card. 2 points for correct guesses. The first player guesses anything the other player might guess that isn't on the card. 1 point for a correct guess. Repeat until bored, then count up all the points to see who's won. Edit brutally to avoid viewer tedium, so don't try playing along or keeping track of our scores.
Right, so this is a boy question, so they don't expect girls to know the answers to this because it's things that only boys know. Films written/directed by Quentin Tarantino.
Classic boy question.
Yeah, classic boy question.
I'm a boy and I already know some of the answers. That's what men like, is pithy dialogue.
The implication that bothers me is that girls don't like Quentin Tarantino films.
Girls can't really follow pithy dialogue.
That's what you take away from that. And the girls get songs from Dirty Dancing. To be fair, I could name a few of the songs from Dirty Dancing.
I've had the time of my life. Is that Dirty Dancing?
Not on there.
Oh.
See? So it's not necessarily going to be the most obvious answers.
Nobody puts baby in a corner.
That's a line from Dirty Dancing.
Nobody puts open brackets baby in a corner, close brackets.
Who's that by?
Huey Lewis and the News.
How'd that go?
Nobody puts baby in a corner. So don't try and put her in that corner.
I would listen to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't need money. Don't need fame. Don't need putting in corners to play my game.
Okay. Iconic female characters in EastEnders, past and present. I don't know what you'll guess for this at all.
Well, it's tricky for me because obviously as a man, when I'm watching EastEnders, I only pay attention to the male characters. I often forget that female characters are there. It's just a show about men shouting in empty rooms.
And having affairs with themselves?
Yeah.
Or each other?
Yeah.
25 seconds left.
Oh, shit.
I've got no idea what he's going to guess. I'm guessing what you're guessing, so I don't get any points for right answers, but I do get points if I put the right thing.
If you put the thing that I've put. But surely you would just put right answers. Like, what thing are you thinking, oh, a man would say? Maybe you'd be like, you'd put the fit characters.
I think.
You'd put the most attractive women.
I think.
Because you think my male mind would remember them.
But there seems to be no actual justification for why some are on the card and some are not on the card, because there's lots of correct answers that are not on the card.
I think that would be a good rationale, though, if you thought, like, he might remember the more attractive cast members.
Yeah. So, what did you actually have?
I had Pat Butcher.
Hang on. Pat Butcher is on there, 2 points.
2 points. Peggy Windsor, which I'm now realising is wrong because it's Peggy Mitchell.
Oh, Peggy Mitchell's on here, but I'm only giving you 1 point for Peggy Windsor, because you've gone Barbara Windsor, haven't you?
Yeah, that's what I've done.
I had Dot Cotton and Peggy Mitchell, and also Bianca with exclamation marks, because I remember people shouting her name for some reason, and I have no idea. Bianca! I would have been shit at naming any. They were literally the only 3 women I could name from EastEnders.
What, are you not a proper girl?
I'm not a proper girl.
Oh, rubbish. Can't believe I got married to someone without realising they can't name women from EastEnders.
I know, it's terrible, isn't it?
Our marriage is built on shaky foundations at best. I noticed the answer pad is all blue.
Yeah.
Oh.
So is the box.
Fucking patriarchy. So... things men talk about.
I'm saying for the record now, I don't think this. I think the game
is going to be on the card. All right.
There we go. I've got 5 punts. I've got 8 punts.
Oh,
may I say
6 seconds to go.
4. Well,
too easy.
Well, no, because I hope I'm wrong. I hope the card doesn't have these on there, but I'm making a judgment based on what I think this bullshit game will think. I will think men talk about.
What do you think men talk about?
Football/sports.
Yeah, 2 points. Classic me. Always talking about football/sports.
Women.
I was doing that earlier, wasn't I? Talking about the old...
football/sports.
Football during World War II.
Yeah, that's true.
Sex/women.
Yeah, baby.
So, 2 points there.
Work.
Yeah.
Cars.
Yeah.
Bikes.
Bikes?
Yeah.
No.
Motorbikes? No.
No.
I've also got Top Gear.
No.
Porn.
No.
The news.
No.
Alright. I'm pretty happy with 4 out of a possible 5.
I thought you might put Star Wars.
Oh, okay.
or beer.
Okay, yeah.
And the other one on here is money. You could have had.
Oh, right, okay,
Always
yeah.
talking about money. Lots of people talk about work, don't they, though? Because
I know, but
we all
I think...
have to do it.
Yeah, but I think
More
this game will think that
men
talk about work more.
Okay, and women talk about being housewives.
On the same card, I guess it would probably have women talk about children, fashion, makeup, I don't know, Sex in the City.
Sore nipples.
That's just me at the moment,
right.
to be fair.
Okay.
I don't think that's indicative of all women.
You're the only woman I know, so...
But to be fair, women as a whole don't generally have sore nipples.
Oh.
They might just talk about general nipples, I guess.
Yeah, sure. That's just
but the soreness is usually.
So you just talk about your nipple. Other women just meet up and have a glass of white wine and just go, "Oh, hope my nipples don't get sore." Me too. That's like that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Uncanny.
Right.
Uncanny. Why is this a girl question? Okay. Odd. Okay, the question is characters from Thomas the Tank Engine. Go.
Are you sure that's a girl question?
Pink question.
Alright.
Very odd.
Women be watching Thomas the Tank Engine. Isn't that a Chris Rock routine? Oh, my dad would have this like that.
Is your dad a girl?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
He's just a good feminist.
Good for him. Right. So that was a weird one, and I do wonder if maybe they just printed that on the wrong card, possibly. But the one on the back's pretty manly as well, actually. I think. But I've looked at it now, so I'll have to discard it anyway.
What was it?
But it was celebrity chefs, and aren't like blokes supposed to be more into like celebrity?
No,
well,
women,
I guess women do the cooking.
They do the cooking, don't they?
Yeah.
They pop out of the kitchen to get some new recipes off the telly, and then they're back in the kitchen.
Right.
Oh, Thomas.
Not on there, but I've got him, so I get points.
Seems
odd.
Harsh. James?
James is on there, 2 points.
Percy?
Not on there, but I also didn't guess him because I didn't know who he was.
Gordon?
On the card, 2 points.
The Fat Controller?
Not on the card, but I guessed him, 1 point.
This is very shit.
You're shit at being a girl.
Terrible at being a girl. Henry?
Henry is on the card, 2 points.
Because if you're a girl, you don't just know characters from Thomas, you know the correct characters from Thomas that would be printed on a hypothetical card.
You get it.
This is something that, like all men, I know this. So, TV characters played by David Jason.
Okay. Ah, God. I'm trying to think what his name is in Are You Being Served? Open All Hours. But I can't think of his name.
That's the thing is, women find David Jason too powerfully erotic to stay in the same room when he's on the television.
Yeah, I have to avert my eyes.
Yeah.
I have no more answers.
The other ones on the card are Pop Larkin from The Darling Buds of May.
Ah, okay.
And...
Sorry, Lucy is making quite disgusting self-licking noises.
That's just our dog eating herself out. Am I wrong?
No.
There you go.
I've got a perfect view of it, so I should really go for it.
Because nothing says Christmas.
I should say for the record, by the way,
It's a bit of female empowerment right there, isn't it? You don't need a man, you meet your own needs. Well done.
Well done.
Good girl.
Right, okay, so it's a girly question for you. Oh. Well, this is going to be shit. This is insulting. We're like...
What?
I'm just annoyed that this is things girls know.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. The last 5 Celebrity Big Brother winners. Go. Why is this a girl's question? I don't fucking know this.
Sick of men coming up to me in bars trying to break the ice by asking about the winners of Celebrity Big Brother, because I think that's what I'm into. Fine.
The ones that are on here are Mark Beresberry, Chantel Horton, Shilpa Shetty,
Yeah.
Ulrika Johnson, and Alex Reid. I'm letting a side down, sorry girls. I don't know shit about shit.
How are you going to raise our daughter if you don't know the past?
Poorly, apparently.
If you don't know the past winners of Celebrity Big Brother.
I'm going to raise her in a manly fashion, apparently. So yeah, it's time for a manly question for me.
Questions that women wouldn't, that men would know.
But women would not know.
Yeah, recording artists who have reached number one posthumously. A man continues to be interested in a recording artist after they have died.
But women,
whereas
fuck 'em.
once someone has died, a woman coldly wipes them from the memory banks.
I've got David Bowie.
Not on there. This is printed a while ago,
Oh, yeah,
remember?
of course. John Lennon.
Yes.
Elvis Presley.
Yes.
Freddie Mercury.
Yes.
Jimi Hendrix.
No.
Mark Bolan.
No.
Okay, and I haven't
Those
got
are
any
people
more.
I should have guessed. And then Aaliyah.
Oh, for some reason I was only thinking of men. But
Oh,
okay,
well.
yeah, Aaliyah. Yeah, okay, cool.
Men also like
So, I get
dead
you.
women.
Yeah.
Is sexist. Some men prefer them that way.
Okay, I'm going to do this one because, again, this is only a thing that women think about. Name me
Yeah.
some diets.
Ah, okay.
Go.
As a man, I've never struggled with my weight.
Good for you.
Not true.
I'll state for the record, because I was being self-conscious at the start
Yeah.
about my weight. Not dieting, though. So.
If I wasn't feeling self-conscious about my weight before I started doing YouTube, people in comment sections have made it very clear that I should be. So, but I haven't been dieting specifically.
It's Christmas, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, fuck it. It's alright for you anyway, because you're a woman, so if you don't know about men things, you're just like a strong, independent woman who's not letting men define her.
Right.
And if I don't know about women's things, that means I'm like a sexist.
I'm not entirely sure that holds up, but I come out of it better than you do, so
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Alright. Okay. Beatles song titles. But remember, it needs to be not any Beatles song titles, but the 5 Beatles songs
The only 5.
that men know.
Right.
The ones that men know more than all the other Beatles songs.
Manly Beatles
Yeah,
tracks.
obviously women don't know any Beatles songs, but men know these 5 more than the others. It's almost like it wasn't worth them putting out all those albums. They could have just put out 5 songs, because that's all that men remember them for. And women
Yeah, there were
were
no
too...
screaming teenage
Women,
girls that, that were
women
into
were
the
too
Beatles.
busy sort of screaming and wetting their knickers to actually know what any of the songs are called.
Ah, I see. Do you want to press start on the timer?
Yeah. The ones you were looking for were Help,
Okay.
Love Me Do,
Okay.
Yellow Submarine,
Okay.
Twist and Shout,
Right.
and Let It Be.
Help being a particularly good, like, manly track.
Yeah,
Where he actually sort of admits he needs some sort of emotional support.
yeah, like, what's a...
Like good men should.
Yes. And also, good men should live on a yellow submarine.
We all should.
Yes, well, not women.
We all should live on a yellow submarine.
No, we...
I'm just going by the lyrical content.
Yeah, but it's just men singing it. They're just on their submarine,
That's true.
under the water, away from the women folk. Going, this is all very well, but who's going to cook and clean? That's...
Make Ringo do it.
Okay. Ringo. The closest the Beatles have to a woman. Under what
Why?
criteria? Do women have rhythm?
More than Ringo.
Are women are the worst songwriters
I
or the
don't
least
know.
prolific?
I don't know. I think somehow that's vaguely misogynistic because he's just the least popular Beatle, but
Like women who are the least popular humans.
but you've got a good shot for some points on this one because it's not a gendered question whatsoever. And I'm annoyed that it's a girl's question because I don't understand why this would be a girl's question. It's just a question. The Five plays by William Shakespeare.
The 5 plays by William Shakespeare.
Go.
Well, women like the romance ones, don't they? So, how do you spell Baz Luhrmann? So this is a very manly thing that women wouldn't normally know, so I'd be surprised if you get any of these.
Okay.
Living in Newport in Wales is very much, as a man, my specialist subject. London Underground railway lines. Ellie actually used to live in London, but as a woman she could never keep any of the complicated railway line names in her head, so she just had to sort of hit and hope, really, and sort of get on a train and hope it was going. Or maybe a man would take pity on you. Because that's what you should do as a woman in London, is rely on the kindness of strange men.
I'm trying to answer things and you're being very pithy and it's distracting me.
Take that. Maybe if they were named after like brands of handbag. I just need to catch a train on the Louis Vuitton line. Alright, should we top up our scores?
Yeah, okay, now you get to see me do maths live, which also gives me performance anxiety, but never mind.
It's alright, I'll do like an edit.
So I guess this doesn't really this doesn't criticise me as a woman, but it just accounts for how good I am at being a man and how good you are at being a woman.
That's how you want to take it?
That's how I want to take it.
What's your total?
38.
I've got 27.
I'm such a good man!
Ellie has demolished me in the gender wars. Only specifically in this game, though, because generally I do still have more societal privilege.
Yeah, you do.
And probably as default of your business being on furlough, and my sort of low-paying job being still active, I maybe earn more than you. Is that the gender pay gap in action? Or is that global pandemics?
I think the global pandemic is probably partly responsible for the fact that I'm making no fucking money at the moment. But
owns her own business and still doesn't pay herself a higher wage than me.
That's the gender pay gap.
Internalised misogyny.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Have you learnt anything about men?
Actually, that apparently men don't know Shakespeare, but that they do know the Beatles.
Yes.
So, no plays, can't literature. What did you study at university?
So, English.
English literature.
English literature.
Shakespeare never came up though?
No, just Beatles songs and railway lines.
And Thomas the Tank Engine?
No, not Thomas the Tank Engine. The girls went away.
The girls.
The girls were taken away to a special class to learn about periods and Thomas the Tank Engine characters.
What I actually think is this game is bullshit and just plays off poor stereotypes.
I'd say you were a sore loser, but you
I won.
Me, yeah.
No, I just think it's a terrible, terrible game.
Yeah, well, that's the patriarchy for you.
Right.
Even when men design a game that a woman wins, they're still not happy.
No. Still
not happy.
Can't live with them. Can't live without me.
Can't live with them if that's not what they want. Alright. Well, like and subscribe. There's no shame in it.
Happy Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Bye.
Bye.
Men, if you're watching, please like and subscribe. Women, get a man to help you find a